Good evening, one and all. It's my privilege to be with Paliputra Sahodaya to reflect on anger-free schools. So, on behalf of Paliputra Sahodaya, I welcome all the teachers, those who have been present here. At present, there are more than 2,000 teachers are present here in this workshop. So, welcome you all on behalf of Paliputra Sahodaya. As I said, that in this evening, we'll be reflecting upon anger-free school. Now, when we think about angry, we know the energy that we spend and the emotional feeling or the mentality change. It happens for a duration. Suppose we get angry with to anyone, it stays and it affects our brain, and even our body becomes hot, and it just stays for 5 to 10 minutes, and it's even sometimes we may become upset. So even though we know that angry is not good, we get angry, and getting angry is not something bad. It is also an emotion. It is also a kind of feeling that we have towards oneself or towards others. But it matters, surely it matters, whether we get angry for a positive reason or it's for negative reason. A person who is having temper or a energy towards something positive, it can be accepted in certain cases, not in always, not always at all. Certain cases we can accept. But if we get angry for useless things or for a negative thing, it is not acceptable. So, as we are teachers, of course, we are teachers, that we also sometimes get angry towards students. Even students get angry towards teachers, and students angry get towards students. And when we get angry to, when we feel angry to students, we sometimes react even. Even now, you know, a teacher cannot stare at a child and we cannot scold, we cannot give punishment because somewhere that the government might have felt that teachers are showing a kind of arrogancy towards students, and we are not targeting on the students' overall development. So in 2019, in 2019 means in 25th Sahodaya conference, or after 25th Sahodaya conference, CBSE has come up with an idea which has been given by Sister Shivani, which will be seeing between the slides, that our school campus or school or CBSE in their office, there it should be anger-free environment, anger-free school. That's a target that we have given. See here, I put two pictures here. One, a climate where all are having a kind of feelings and all are having kind of irritation, but irritation to others. You see, just opposite, create a calm classroom. Create a calm classroom. So, for creating a calm classroom, a teacher's role, creating a calm classroom, a teacher's role is very important. And creating a calm campus, every teacher has got their own role. How to make it the school a calm campus, or how to make our classroom calm. It's in our hand. So when I think that I have to take a class and I prepare myself and go to the class that I have to take or complete such and such portions, the moment I enter into the class, students are making a lot of noise, and I had to tell the first word to the students: keep quiet. Keep quiet. A kind of environment. So a clash between the students and the teacher, the first statement, you keep quiet, and I get irritation or I get an inner pressure towards the students that they are not behaving well in the classroom. Now, when I enter into the classroom, I got irritation and I'm putting into my mind and I'm thinking myself that my students are not behaving well. Is it their problem? Not at all. It's not a problem. You know why? we may forget to counsel them, or we may forget to motivate them, or we may forget to maintain them or make them to make use of the time. Suppose we make a system that once a teacher leaves the class, between the next teacher comes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes duration, that if suppose we do any kind of activity, useful activity, maybe meditation, something yoga, so we can instruct the students, okay, one period is finished, between next period duration you don't speak, do meditation, keep quiet, open the books and read. So when I enter into the classroom, the atmosphere that I am getting, the students are calm and quiet, and happily I will be entering to the class, and I say to the students, good morning students, good morning students. That gives me a good energy, that gives the students good motivation. Yes, my teacher has come. So that we have to select the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen. Or probably, and I'm 100% sure that we opt a calm classroom where I can make use of the time, where I can be in connection with the students. See here, anger. Let us see what is anger. Anger is an emotion characterized by antonyms towards someone or something you feel has deliberately done you wrong. Anger can be a good thing. It can give you a way to express negative feelings, for example, or motivate you to find solutions to problems. But excessive anger can cause problems. So the feeling angry or anger, it is good feeling. But how do I make use of how far it long, how far it goes for? For example, entire the day I am getting angry, then it may affect. Suppose some people show that they are angry. That okay, they are showing just for making others angry. Many of the teachers also become angry. We become angry in the classroom. It is not that we have anger inside. We get maybe a fraction of seconds, we may get angry towards a student, and we come back to the smiling face, and we keep teaching to the students. So if suppose in that case it is okay. Else keep on scolding all students, or just we are teaching, no, we are not having smiling face, we are not having any emotions in the face. We may be teaching a romantic poem, we may be teaching a concerning things towards respected subjects, but we do not have any feeling towards that. Then I don't think the class would be effective. See, we can see here three types of anger. There are three types of anger which help shape how we react in situation that makes us angry. These are passive aggression, open aggression, assertive aggression. I repeat, passive aggression, open aggression, assertive anger. So if you are angry, the best approach is assertive anger. The best approach. Now passive, okay, just left. Okay, openly I'm reacting. Assertive, understand the consequence and remove the anger from me. Remove the anger from me. That's called assertive anger. So there are many common triggers for anger, such as losing your patience, feeling as if your opinion or if efforts aren't appreciated, and injustice. Other causes of anger include memories of traumatic or energizing events and worrying about personal problems. See teachers here, sorry for disturbance. See here, for example, in a gathering has been held and it is announced, few teachers will be awarded. Few teachers will be awarded. Then a concept comes in my mind. I also supposed to be awarded. I also supposed to be awarded for this and this reasons. And when this award has been issued, unfortunately, a teacher whom we are not expected has been awarded. We never thought of that the teacher will get award, has been awarded to another teacher. And then we will keep a thing in my mind. I will never do any work today onwards. आज से कुछ भी काम नहीं करेंगे. आज से कुछ भी नहीं करूंगा. A kind of thought comes in the mind. No, that disturbs entire day. Not only that, as far as we'll be continuing the institute, or it may take time. It takes time to comes out of the mind that I have been not appreciated. Something injustice has been taken place. I have not been appreciated. I will not do work. Means always it comes negative approaches to my mind that I will not do. I have not been appreciated. I have not been appreciated. Instead of that, we can have an approach that yes, my colleagues has been appreciated. Go to the person. Congratulations. I also reflect myself. Something is wrong that I need to improve myself. Don't think that injustice has been taken place in the school. Don't think that I have been not appreciated. Something might have been taken place in my life. When we talk about professional jealousy, it is called as professional jealousy. When we talk about professional jealousy, I'd like to share a story. We might have heard the story just for a reflection. There were two friends. Both were neighbors. They used to go together to school. They used to go together to college. And they went together for an interview. They got a job together. They got job in the same place with the same package, same designation. Everything went on well. 2 to 3 years. After 3 years, one person, one among them, had been promoted. One among them had been promoted to the higher post and another had been kept back. So the who did not get promotion went to the chief manager and asked, see, can you please tell me the reason for which I haven't been promoted? Why I have not been promoted? The chief manager smiled at and said, I know that you work hard. You work excellently. But there was only one chance to be promoted. So we had promoted him. And one more thing he said, see, I like to give you a task. I wanted to meet you. I was thinking about you. So let me give a task to you to a particular task. What's the task given to him? You go to the markets and find out who sells watermelon. Who sells watermelon and what's the price of it? So now we know this is a time of watermelon. Summer has been started. It's a time of watermelon. So he went to the market and found out who sells watermelon. He came back to the chief manager and said to the chief manager that so and so is selling watermelon and the price is per kilo 25 rupees. Per kilo 25 rupees. And he went. Next, the chief manager called the person who had been promoted. He called him and has been given the same task. You go and find out the cost of watermelon and availability of watermelon. He also found out and came back and said to the chief manager, I found a person who sells watermelon and the price of watermelon is this. If in case we need a bulk quantity, it will be available within these many durations. As well as that if it is a bulk, he is ready to reduce the amount and give. And between this duration to this duration, it is available. See the two concepts in profession itself. The same task has been taken by two people in different ways. They managed and got the information. It's called, when we get a professional jealousy, take it positive and think that something I have to improve myself. So that will never help me to be depressed. That will never make me angry. That will never be oppressed. That will never make me to have a negative approach. Sometimes anger can be good for you if it is addressed quickly and expressed in a healthy way. For example, something supposed to take place Suddenly you got angry and you are very positive towards, for example, if maybe cultural program is taking place, you got the internship to take care of the cultural program, everything has been arranged, and inside here angry means a positive high energy. I would like to repeat again. Here, angry means a high level positive energy or high level aggressiveness for a positive cause to make a situation better than the present. Better than the present. That is what. It is not that in order to pull down something, it is not that in order to make someone put down in front of others, it is not that to make someone shame or insulted. Suppose when we get angry, don't insult someone. That has to be taken care of. That has to be taken care of. As therefore I said, it's a positive energy, positive aggression for a positive result, not for a negative result. Not for negative result. In fact, anger may help some people to think more rationally. However, unhealthy episodes of anger, when you hold it in for long periods of time, turn it inward or explode in rage, can break havoc on your body. Wreak havoc on your body, become shrink and we feel something different. And I have to tell you, for example, there are few teachers or there are few students. Whatever you want to say, anything you say, it will never touch. They are as calm as before. They stand stable. But those personalities are called passive personality. Passive personality. For example, a teacher is scolding a student that got angry, for the child's betterment, got angry and did something. And the child is not having any kind of emotion towards himself or towards others, not having any kind of emotion. And child is calm and good. Okay, sir. Not even responding. Just looked at the teacher and stood till the teacher, scolds. Calm and good. Just looking at teacher's face. No emotion, no reaction. Nothing in his face. Just standing. Calm and good. That is very negative approach. That's very negative approach. When somebody scolds, don't take it as a scolding. When somebody gets a or positive approach towards us, maybe we may feel that the person is getting angry towards us. We may feel. If it is a correction, suppose somebody is correcting you, have an aggressiveness inside. Yes, I got a correction, I will correct myself. I got a correction, I will correct myself. I am saying it just another approach of anger. I am saying another approach of anger. And at the same time, if you feel that somebody has done something mistake, try to make the person understand in a calm and quiet way that the person feels respect. Many of times it does not happen. But let us try from now onwards that I will never get angry towards somebody for which I will be upset of or the other person will be upset of. First and foremost, the American Psychology Association states that anger is generated towards a person or a thing which one perceives as having wrong in one way or another. Anger is not always negative, though it can sometimes serve as inspiration for people to take action or overcome certain fear. I recently had gone to a hospital, and the hospital a quote was written where this blood collection takes place, and I was standing to give, just near the blood collection area, and I was looking towards the wall, and I could see a caption in the wall. It is written, if suppose teachers are listening to me, you can write down. If suppose you are listening to me, you can write down this quote. If you are wrong, you have no right to get angry. I repeat, if you are wrong, you have no right to get angry. If you are right, you no need to become angry. It was a very inspirational quote for me. I like to repeat. If you are wrong, you have no right to become angry. If you are right, no need to become angry. In fact, in any circumstances, I want to become angry. Just accept. Suppose somebody comes and says, I was in a formation house. So in my formation house, it was said, if suppose your principals, your authority, your formators called you and they scold you, if your authority or formators or superiors called you and scold you, at last, before you leave the office of that your authority, say a word, 2 words, thank you. How much they scold you also, and we were practiced to say after accepting this, not in a passive way. We used to reflect ourselves that it is my mistake. Even though it is not my mistake, we think that it is my mistake. And say to the authority that, yes, thank you for correction. Thank you for correction. Once a child uh, was punished, once a child was punished by the teacher, and after that, the child has been taken to me, and I also scolded in a way. I told, not how just I told the child, no, it's not good that you are getting upset towards the teacher. And after a few days, I went to the class just to take class. I went to the class, one among the sections of ninth class. Then the same child stood up and asked me, "Sir, I have a doubt." I said, "Yes, please." He said, "Sir, do you remember the day that my one of my teachers have given me punishment?" And I tell you that I haven't done any mistake. I haven't done any mistake. Even the teacher has slapped me. Even the teacher has slapped me. And therefore, since I was slapped, not of my mistake, I got angry towards my teacher. Am I wrong? That was a question asked by one of the students. One of the students. I asked the child to sit in the class and I told the students one thing. You know that you are not wrong. You know that you are not wrong. If a teacher scolds you, accept. He is your teacher. She is your teacher. She is elder to you or he is elder to you. Accept it, the correction. Even if the teacher slaps, accept it. You go to the teacher next day and say, "Ma'am or sir, you have given me punishment and helped me to become better. You have given me punishment and you have made me to become better. But ma'am or sir, I have not done mistake. If I have made you angry, if I made you upset, sorry for it. If I made you angry or I made you upset, sorry for it. Come back to the class." I am 100% sure. Next time, when the teacher takes hand towards a child, or when a teacher thinks that child is wrong or without proof, no teacher will give punishment to the children. So an approach from the children itself can be a gentle. An approach from the children itself can be a gentle. Even sometimes, maybe because of work pressure, maybe your principal might be getting angry. Maybe maybe it may be your fault. It may not be your fault. Listen, listen. A person who is thinking for a betterment, a person who is thinking of your improvement, a person who thinks about in their school's improvement may get angry towards you. Accept it. Afterwards, go and tell, "Sir, sorry for making you upset. Sorry for making you upset. I was not involved in that matter." If you are genuine, if you are genuine, go and tell. Surely anyone will accept you. I tell my students one thing. If you commit a mistake, be bold enough to confess. If you commit a mistake, be bold enough to confess. Even if you get punishment, don't hesitate to confess. Even if you get punishment, don't hesitate to confess. Confess means go and say the mistake that you have done. And as a teacher, I should remember one thing. As a principal, I should remember one thing. If anybody comes to you and confess oneself without pressure, accept the mistake and tell, "Don't worry, dear. Don't worry. Don't commit the mistake again. Don't commit the mistake again. That is what. So if suppose I think there are many ways, how can I control oneself? There can be a channelization. There can be a channelization. For example, husband was angry and came home, and wife was maybe he expected a glass of water or something happened. He expressed angry to the wife. Wife cannot show angry to the husband, cannot slap. Maybe I do not know. Normally, wife don't slap. Suppose some wife slaps, that's I do not know. I don't make a judgment on. Normally, they don't react towards husband. Normally. So what wife does? Son or daughter is nearby doing a small naughtiness. Went and gave 2 slaps to son. What did son do? Went on the way. There was a cat or kitten was laying down. Hit on the kitten. See the channelization. Somebody has got showed angry. Husband's angry, maybe from the office. Maybe the boss might have, hurt the person from husband to wife, wife to the child, child to the animal. A channelization. It is not good. If I have got irritation towards somebody, go and tell the same person. It is not that I am having irritation towards somebody. I can go and show to my children. I can go and show to my husband. I can go and show to my wife. A simple technique can be countered. Suppose I am getting deliberately, hyper temper, hyper anger. Just recite oneself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we count and do it reverse, I'm 100%, we will become little relaxed. We will become little relaxed. Take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. It is not for showing off to somebody else. Just, for example, you got angry. For example, you are sitting in the chamber of principal. Principal scolded you. You are getting, hyper temper, cannot react. Go to the bathroom. Just relax yourself. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Then relax yourself. But don't go with the same anger to the class. It's a humble request. It's a humble request. We should not go to the class with hyper temper. Go walk around. Maybe just go to the garden. Just walk in the veranda. Just channelize yourself. Relax your muscles. Okay, just I'm relaxing myself. Okay, it's okay. Happen. Just okay. And some kind of mantras can be repeated. I am okay. I am okay. As we see, 3 idiots. All is well. All is well. All is well. Something can be. All saying in your mind that yes, this is good. This is no. I am the best. I am the best. I can do. I can do something. Something can be hostage or mentally escape. Just I am into the midst of something. Just let me move out of the place. Or some kind of tunes can play keyboard, can play flute, can play guitar, or can suppose nobody is there and I'm really fully free. Just take a ball, go and play volleyball, basketball, badminton. Something can be done. We can channelize ourselves. As you become angry, your body muscles tense up inside out brain. Neurochemicals known as catecholamines are released, causing you to experience a burst of energy lasting up to several minutes. This burst of energy is behind the common angry desire to take immediate protective action. It is not that I got angry and I just went keep on doing some things in the same mood. If suppose I feel angry, suppose I feel aggressiveness, suppose I feel upset, jealous, any positive, any negative energy which disturbs me mentally or physically, analyze myself that I am disturbed. I am little bit, I am distracted. Let me come back. Let me come back. Let me calm down, and just relax oneself and channelize and just be out of that moment. Just be out of that. Depression can be. It can be sad moment. Can be. It can be from angry. It can be aggression. Just get rid of that. Feeling. Then you proceed towards. Then you proceed towards another action. Else, the forthcoming action can be affected by the previous action. The forthcoming, as I said, I got angry with my colleagues. who was gossiping against me, or I got angry with my principal who corrected me, or I just got angry with my husband. I came back to school, and the same thing. I go to the class, and even for the smallest of the smallest thing, I make it angry towards students. And what will happen? The rapport between teacher and students may break. Rapport between teacher and students may break, and it's very difficult to come back. It's very difficult to come back. Even students may think, what happened to my teacher? What happened to my teacher? He or she is not the same before. See, in Mayo clinic staff in 2011, it is said an anger-free school aims to set benchmark for stockholders to value freedom from anger. For creating an anger-free school, the involvement of all stockholders such as students, teachers, non-teaching members, parents, and community at large is extremely crucial. A guard in the school, a gardener in the school, a plumber in the school, electrician in the school, principal in the school, teacher in the school, manager of the school, students, parents, everybody's involvement is essential to make a free, anger-free school. For example, a child came late in the school, and the parents were asked to take back the child from the school, and the parents start reacting in the gate, and that moment that can bring gradually a filthy fragrance into the campus that may a guard may get angry, the academic or the discipline in charge may get angry, principal may get angry, or they may be getting affected with the angry of the person who reacts. So everybody it is very important. As I said, 25th Sahodaya conference, 25th Sahodaya conference, it has been decided no anger zone. No anger zone. Okay. So Sister BK Shivani has come up with an idea. Of course, she's a greatest personality in India and abroad, in international lady, who is spiritually very strong and motivates others to be in spiritual, to be with the divine, to become like divine, to be swim with divine. So these are some concepts that she gives, and she practices and leads the people and motivates, facilitates the people towards such spirituality. Sorry for interruption. I think there are some audio issues, uh, not from my end, maybe connectivity problem, something. The teacher, sorry for interruption. Then I like just put a bird's eye view. What you like to convey? Just a bird's eye view on that. See, she says that we have no right to get angry, or no, we have no right to make somebody angry in both ways. You suppose somebody, making a situation to become angry, just tell this is not the place, please go away and make someone else. This is what we have to do. So as per CBSE circular, as per CBSE circular, anger free zone, everyone will try to manage his or her anger, whether it is the school educators, parents, school, personal or other stockholders, means everybody, everybody's equal participation to make an anger free school. There can be other ways to create an anger free zone or circular issued. There's so many things. Even we can do kind of practices, we can do kind of exercises, we can do, even children can engage in different activities. So many things can be done. And I would like to say that kindly go to the circular issued by the CBSE on anger zone, anger free zone circular, and that must be with your principals. Please go through and understand the importance of it. Just a few tips, just 6 tips for it. Place a signature board. We can keep it anger free campus, anger free campus. And next we can write, take up teachers to mentor on this area. For example, a few teachers can be assigned that other teachers are getting angry or not, parents are getting angry or not, students are disobeying or not, and set some exercise in the assembly itself. Maybe kind of sports, some kind of arts, some in the classroom, some kind of things, and record experiences. People those are sharing some experience, like just I was trying to show us Sister Shivani's video, but maybe due to some audio problem, it was not audible. Some recordings can be taken and showed to the students, see oneself, announce on social media, that or we can keep a caption in the school itself. Please make silence in particular areas. Maybe school campus, it can be in the reception, it can be in the offices. When somebody comes, try to talk to them calm and quiet. Even when we speak calm and quiet, sometimes we are distracted and motivated, we get angry. But that should be controlled. Recognize and reward on improvement of these areas. Suppose somebody does not get angry at all. As I said, not getting angry in any circumstances, something is wrong. Suppose a person is not getting angry even when it is necessary, may not be showing. Don't show unwantedly. Getting angry and it is not don't suppress also. Don't suppress angry. If suppose we suppress anger, it is something like a spring. Just take a spring and press, keep pressing, keep compressing, keep compressing. The moment you compress and leave it, it jumps, 100 times greater than the power you pressed. 100 times greater than the power you pressed. So don't compress it, don't press it. Let it channelize it. Channelize. Suppose somebody has done something, then you just say, okay, it's okay, just channelize. Just go and relax yourself. Just just mentally refresh yourself that okay, it happened, it's okay. It happened, it's okay. The basic, what are basic when we see about products of anger? The focus in anger is a wrongful act. And of course, it is a wrongful act. Anger is not just a physiological disturbance, a desire of punishment. The action tendency of an anger is aggression. Anger is a byproduct of fear. I have fear inside that someone may do something. So I react towards. Anger may mask helplessness, ego injury, an urge to blame, a substitute for grievance. Anger is the primary emotion of justice. For example, I feel that I'm not getting justice, a kind of feeling that I have inside me, that I'm not being treated equally. I'm not getting justice. So sometimes this action or reaction can be accordingly that leads to high anger. Some of the simplest changes that could be undertaken for making school an anger-free zone include genuinely smiling at students and teachers. Keep smiling. You may be getting a kind of upset. Keep smiling. Students, they ask, for example, a student in the class was not at all bothered about your class. You knew, you are teaching seriously, you have given the notes, you have taught a number of times. The child was not attentive in the class. Rather, the child was busy in doing uh, a kind of games with other child. And after completing the entire portion, the child stood up and said, "Sir, I did not understand what you taught. I did not understand what you taught." What would be my reaction? I know the child was doing the so-called unwanted things in the class. The child was not attentive in my class. If in that case, what would be my reaction? Make your remarks with a gentleness. Be attentive in the class. I noticed you. But with a smiling face, revert back to the person, to the student. Please be seated. I'll explain to you one by one. Please note it down. Don't show a face of anger. You may show, for example, you are showing angry face towards a child who asked doubts to you. You wanted to convey a kind of irritation to the child. I know what you are doing when I was teaching, but there can be a bad impact on other students. A child who is having introvert personality, a child who is having fear in the mind, a child who is having a kind of hesitation, by looking at your approach towards that child's action. Maybe the child who asked you doubt was sitting behind the bench, back bench, and he was doing naughtiness, and he stood up, and you reacted. A child who was sitting the third bench or second bench, first bench, or even fourth bench may not know what the child has done. Why did you react? But the child understands you reacted when the child asked a question. Understand the concept here. Understand the situation. The child who sat in the second bench or first bench understood that you reacted when the child of the batch bench asked a question. Now, the child in the second bench or third bench will always hesitate to ask you questions, having fear that if I ask question, you may react. The reality may be something else, but what has gone into the unconscious mind or conscious mind of the child? What has gone to the conscious mind of the child? If I ask question, my teacher may react, and my teacher may react in a wrong way. So in order not to be insulted, oneself, the children may keep calm and quiet, and the class will never become interactive, and the class will never become child-centered or activity-oriented. So the freedom of the children should be brought up. Talking to the students and everyone around them calmly, not looking at cell phones all the time, practicing breathing exercise, but all practicing mindfulness. So mindfulness, we know, mindfulness is a word which is giving a beautiful concept about making oneself calm and quiet through different kinds of activities like yoga can be, maybe a dance, maybe singing, maybe meditation, maybe make the mind different exercises. Moreover, it can be an auto suggestion too. So mindfulness itself becomes a separate topic of workshop where we'll have to reflect on the topic in a vast way. So well managed anger can be useful emotion that motivates you to make positive changes. On the other hand, anger is a powerful emotion, and if it is not handled properly, it may have destructive result for you and those who closest to you. A person who loves you the most may go away from you because of my anger. Because of my anger. One day, one sannyas came to the village, and he started visiting one by one houses. One among those, a lady came to the sannyasi and said, "Are sannyasi, I am not loved by anyone in my village. I am not loved by anyone in my village. Reason I get angry continuously. The sannyasi said, whenever you feel angry, whenever you feel angry, take one glass water. I bless and give a bottle of water. I bless and give you a bottle of water. Just he blessed the bottle of water and gave her that whenever you feel angry, you just drink. Whenever you feel angry, you just drink. So she start practicing. Whenever she used to get angry, the blessed water, the prayed water, which was given by sannyasi, she used to take in a small cup and start drinking. Keep drinking. After 1 month, the sannyasi came back and she said with an immense happiness that, Sannyasi, now I am the one who has been loved by all people. It is not that the sannyasi has done something, magic or mantra in the water. He never enchanted as something kind of spiritual blessings on this water. She has been channelized with the help of water. Just whenever she used to get angry, she used to drink water. So there was no chance to react. She keep, channelizing. This is sometimes practicable by us. That we need to channelize. Well managed anger can be useful emotion that motivates. Okay, that this I said about. Define, publicize, and practice your plan. Write a policy that defines what behaviors are acceptable or not acceptable in your school. This is what accepted, this is what not accepted. For example, a rule I have made and it is not known to the students and they have made a committed mistake. We cannot shout at them. First, we need to make the students understand this is a rule and this is not the rule. I born and brought up in India, and when I go to a place, there must be rules and regulations. Read it as an adult. Read it as an adult. If I am a child going out of my country, that country's citizens or rulers' responsibility to make me understand if I am underaged. If I am underaged. So every country, every place has got system of rules that I have to make others understand or I have to understand myself. Therefore, train your faculty and staff how to diffuse potentially violent situations. It's not a violent situation can have. We don't react like a parliament people. It is not good. Boycotting is not a solution. Throwing things are not a solution. Promote parents' participation. Outline procedures for crisis management. Learning to express my very strong negative emotions like anger is more constructive manner is not easy. It is not very easy to make it constructive. One must accept anger as a natural part of one's existence and use this acceptance to build a healthy relationship with negative emotions such as anger. The 6 ways to have shared in this article can help you to realize, let's say, just like some kind of 6 tips I'll be just giving kind of management. It does not involve getting rid of all anger, but using anger to enhance your life. We can look at the purpose of anger in both positive and negative lights. Positive, increase energy, are able to communicate your feelings, able to solve the problem and can take change in the situation. Negative, it can disturb your thinking, unnecessarily defend yourself, become angry, aggressive and not as angry person. I will not as angry person. I will, gradually, it's good to be, aggressive little bit in a positive way, but not as anger. What are myths about anger? Anger is dangerous. We should not express our anger. Anger is bad. Anger is good. Anger is a sin. Males have more anger. Suppose we say also males are having more anger and the females are having less anger. It's not something like that. It's by person to person. Anger is a normal and even healthy emotion, but it is very important to deal with it in a positive way. Uncontrolled anger can take a toll on both your health and your relationship. High expectations, faculty perceptions and thinking, personality factors, poor communication skill, poor emotional. Anger will never disappear so long as thoughts of resistment are cherished in the mind. Anger will disappear just as soon as thoughts of resentment are forgotten. That is said by Buddha. So it cannot be a judgmental hate, blame, preoccupied, take revenge or distract. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. As you know, that's what Gandhi said. What did Gandhi say? Anger and intolerance are enemies of correct understanding. If I have anger, I do not have tolerance, then I will be failure to understand the reality. If my mood is not good, I will fail to understand the reality. The moment I am not able to understand the reality, that time I may commit wrong. That may lead to break the rapport in the society. So, as we say, anger. Teaching is a damaging job. It is not at all. Many teachers wear their hearts on their sleeves, making them vulnerable, thinking that I am a teacher. I have to be very serious always when I go to the class. Class is a place where I have to be very freely, where I have to be thoughtful, where I have to be cheerful, where I have to make good friends with the students. So these are some kind of tricks that we have how to remove this anger. So how can I manage anger? The more I learn to make care of my anger, the more powerful I become. I need to control what I do with my anger. I control how to let my anger out. I practice cooling off. I watch my thoughts. I guess what? People get angry, and last I look at teachers where people do. Everybody gets angry, and teachers also. Then why can't I get? Teachers are the people who create a society, and we ourselves get, we ourselves get angry, and others say excuse. I say excuse. What is teacher anger? What non-teachers do not realize is that teachers invest much emotional capital into their teaching day. It is a complex role for one person. It is not telling you anything new, but you are responsible for lots of including. Whatever the action that I do, I am responsible. The lessons you prepare, the resources to access and get ready, targets to meet, outcomes to achieve, deadlines to meet, all competing forces and expectations to appease. It's my responsibility. I am liable to it. See your anger as an information. Focus on your sensations. Get to the root. Detach from the helpfulness thoughts. Suppose a thought I am having, I am not having use of that thought. Avoid the thought. Avoid the thought. We may have preconceptions. Let us not have kind of prejudice. Name your other emotions. Learn to calm down quickly. Get some clarity. Express yourself respectfully. And when we see about our controlling us, as we are teachers, we need to control a lot the angry. Sometimes we become upset, as I said previously. So expressions of anger by teachers are deemed appreciated when the teachers avoid intense, aggressive anger displays and instead assertively and directly discuss the problems with the class. Person to person maybe any expression of anger is a high stakes moment as seen by how really students remember them. Students remember when my teacher got angry with me. We may forget all the happiness moment. Dear teachers, let us reflect oneself 24 hours. How much minute we are having sad time? Hardly 2 to 3 minutes in a day, or at most half an hour. 23 hours we are happy, but 23 hours happiness we forget. Maybe half an hour sadness we always remember. Always remember that sadness of maybe 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. But entire day's happiness we just forget. So this no shortcomings should be forgotten, and the upcomings and the improvement and positiveness, and that should be remembered always. Ask yourself why you are angry. Use if then statements. If suppose I am in that position, do I get angry? Do I get angry? Count up and down as I said. Listen to other person. Listen patiently. Focus on your breathing. Take a wait or step away. Give yourself some good advice. Yes, self-talk. It's okay. I have committed mistake or I have not committed mistake. Not a problem. I do accept the suggestion. I will never repeat. I strive to be the best. Some tips can be given oneself. Understand your students. Get to know each student as an individual. Don't expect everything from students. Do you know what mistake we do? As an English teacher, I expect 100%. As a maths teacher, I expect 100%. As a science teacher, I expect 100% from the single child. Don't expect unwantedly. Understand the student's skill and expect. A child is good in sports, expect sports from the child. A child is good in language, expect language. But comparatively, the child should be attentive in other subjects and should get benefit of this. Practice patience with rational detachment. Set effective limits. Keep to the schedule you set. Be aware of the cause of behavior. Engage with students. More classroom management resources. So occasionally, a teacher may lose their cool. So a few thoughts that you can do to manage anger and prevent students from taking advantage of the situation might be control your breathing, count backward from the 10, visualize calming words, and image a peaceful place that feels safe and secure for you. It may not be feasible to do visualization or meditation exercises during class, but so it may help you to have a standby activity or assignment that students can do to the provide the necessary moment to get combust. So 6 ways, as I said previously, 6 ways I'll be showing. These are 6 ways that one can practice and come up to, be rid of this anger. See here, as I just said this, once again, I repeat, this self-talk and look at suppose somebody is looking, 8 strategies. So very essentially 8 strategies that everyone should have. Please, suppose you can take a snap of it. That just I told this 8 steps that easily I can be out of anger. Then first and foremost, I should be out of anger. Then second, my family should be out of anger. My classroom should be out of anger. My school should be out of anger. My society should be out of anger. My state, my country, my world will be surely out of anger. So this is what I would say. A lighting like a person, that I should be a light of perfection, be a practice of anger free, be should have a concept perceive and teach others how I can be out of anger and how can I have a smiling face to others. It's a greatest gift that God has given. No creatures in the world can give smile to others. They can show a kind of expression like smiling. Only one creature in the world can smile. That is human being. So it's a wonderful gift that has been given by the God. Wonderful gift given by the God. Please do practice. Let us not forget this gift. Freely give to others. Keep smiling to others. Keep smiling in for oneself. Stand in front of the mirror every day morning and say, "You are looking handsome. You are looking beautiful. You are looking so cute. Let me smile towards a creation of God, beautiful creation of God." Stand in front of the mirror and say and motivate yourself, and let us have the same concept towards others also, in order to be thankful to God and to others, to have a peaceful life in the society. With this, I thank everybody for being part of this workshop, and be patient and to my thoughts, anger-free school. So on behalf of Parliputra Sahodaya, I thank everybody for being attentive in this workshop for this a short reflection on anger-free school. So once again, I thank everybody for being this part of this workshop. Thank you. Thank you very much.